Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jamil. We are going to analyze the weekly time frame on Alibaba stock. So let's see where market can move this week and how we can plan on here. Last week we have done discuss $85 going to be important support for the market. If anything closing below, we are going to sell on here. And one important point we also cover, that's the inverted hammer candle. That's the negative candle. If negative candle market directly open gap up, it can become positive market. And you can see here on Thursday market, it was completely 5% gap up and market continuously going on higher side. This is the things we have done cover in our previous video, so go and check it out what we have exactly done discussed and what is the logic behind it, why in positive negative market if anything gap up market can become a positive. So let's see, this week it was completely on a volatile week, but the good things market able to close on higher side. And one thing's $85 below we planning to sell on here. You can see if you trade on here on except I think on Monday, only except Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday it was a gap down open. Then seller tried to sell that range, but it was again and again pullback. Remember one point, in selling market there you are not going to see this kind of pullback that we saw on Thursday, on Tuesday and Wednesday. That today it was a completely on volatile market. Seller tried to sell again, but it was again and again market was making a pullback. So what, remember things, selling always fast. If it is buying market, then market will become pullback and it will sometimes sideways, then it will become a upside momentum, then again sideways, then again momentum. This is how a buying market work, but in selling market it should be always in first. So that day after opening gap down, market trying to sell, but it was completely on volatile. So on Thursday it is gap down and completely on upside momentum. So right now market able to close in a positive momentum. So no doubt this week we can planning to $95 as soon as it cross, we can planning to buy on here, and we are expecting this kind of positive momentum gonna be sustaining on here. And the good things, $100 going to be a psychological level, and there is a resistance sustaining on here 104, 105 that already multiple time tested on here. So as soon as it cross 95, we can plan to buy on here, and we expecting this kind of positive momentum on here. Except market, if anything gap down, then all the scenario is going to be changed. If anything flat, if anything gap up, market is still become positive for us. So let's see daily time frame where market can move exactly for this week. And on daily time frame, market is look very interesting point. Why interesting point? If I draw the line here, you can understand easily. That's a completely downtrend. First pullback, that pullback exactly cover 50% of the downtrend. Then the moment seller try to sell again, that's another pullback. And you can see here that that's the W pattern. And in my previous video, I always stressed about these things. Remember always, W pattern is the trend reversal sign. If you see W pattern, even in intraday 50-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, if you see that market is making W pattern on support range, that's the initial sign that market reversal the trend. It was a downtrend. Previous time it was a downtrend. The moment the pattern is going to formation here, which is a W pattern, we are going to treat as a positive market. Trend is going to reversal, but one condition, market need to open either gap up or flat. If anything gap down, then scenario is going to be a different. And the high market has made 895. At the moment after opening flat, as soon as it cross 95, we have to buy on here because it's a bullish market. And you can see here $100 near on $100 is a psychological level. No doubt it may can act as a resistance for the market, but the good things, market already tested on that range. So we expect that after hitting this level, 1 to 2 day, maybe after taking rest, it can be continuation momentum. So either we are going to see, no doubt we are going to see a pullback on here, but this week maybe after hitting $100 it will pause here. The next week again we can see another big upside momentum for this stock here. So I hope you understand the point, friends. Remember one point, it's a positive market. So in a positive market, if anything gap down, then if anything gap down and mark this low, this swing going to be very important for the buyer. If anything directly gap down below this swing, we have to wait for 1 day to closing the market. If market able to close below this swing, which is look like not possible at this market, but market is supreme, anything could be happen. If anything gap down and last swing already breakout and able to close even on the downside, that's going to be a downfall again. That could be a selling market, and the positive scenario will going to be immediately change on here. So I hope you understand all of the points. So let's see the 50-minute time frame for intraday, how we can planning to take a trade. 50-minute time frame is also in very good upside momentum. In resistance, we also we saw that 95 going to be important resistance for the market, but the good things, already market tested multiple time. So after opening flat 94, 94.50, even 93, after opening in that kind of range, as long as it crossed 95, we can plan to buy on here. And for the selling, we are not going to planning to sell on here because market already moved very good upside momentum on here. But as we discussed on a daily time frame, this range mark this range, I'm sorry, 80, I think this swing, yeah, 91 or 90 going to very important support for the market. If it is buying market, then this low shouldn't be retest again and again, because you can see here market already retest here and start to closing on higher side, which is good things. In this condition, market should not be open in the gap down again. If anything gap down, that's a sign that market going to be in a negative sign. But we are not going to plan to sell because this is a big player momentum. This is a big player momentum. Remember, this kind of big player momentum, if you see here, then we have to treat this range going to be acted as support in the market until this range going to be closing, which is 88. If anything closing below this swing, then we can plan to sell aggressively in the market. Remember, aggressively in the market. But until this swing is sustained, we have to wait to see the market direction. So important going to be for next day, the trading session day, I mean. So where the market is opening, if anything flat, as long as it cross, we can plan to buy on here. If anything gap up, which is more than 96, 97, 98, near on $100, if market directly open in the gap up, then it's look like market going to be on a sideways market, because the seller, a buyer already started buying from here. So if anything gap up, no doubt seller will try to sell, but this swing are going to be acted as support for the market. So for this reason, it looks like market will going to be sideways to downtrend, but it doesn't mean it's going to be a selling market. If anything, what we discussed, if anything flat gap up, for us market going to be a positive until market start to closing below this 88 swing. This swing is most important for the market. This swing should not be taken off as a selling, then it could be a aggressively selling for the market. So I hope you understand the point, friends. If you understand the point and enjoy the video, subscribe to my channel. I will provide everyday market analysis and also give you free stock idea, which stock we can take a trade for tomorrow as intraday. So enjoy if you enjoy the video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, friend. And subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and thank you very much.